Hey dancers, all right, so a lot of you have been asking for a video for point, pre-point, strengthening, all of that. So this video is for both, okay? So you can do it if you already have point and you're working on your point. Do this video without your shoes and then do the video with your shoes, or maybe pick some exercises, mix and match them. I do go over some different options for that, but it's a really great program for all dancers. If you do point work or not, it's a wonderful strengthening video for your toes, for your arches, for your ankles. Before we get up and get moving with the bar, I am going to have you guys warm up your feet if you haven't done so already. So take a second, maybe cross one foot over the other. We're gonna grab the bottom of the foot here, do some ankle circles, and circle it the other way. It's really important, dancers, to warm up the feet the same way that you would any other part of the body before you start moving. Good, and other side. If you have a Thera-band, go ahead and get that. If you don't have a Thera-band, no problem. You can grab a pair of tights. You can get some super stretchy yoga pants. Anything that's got a little bit of elasticity to it that you can push through, okay? You don't want to be too strong. Tights are actually a really good option. All right, we're gonna massage through the tops of the feet here. So fingers underneath, push through the top. If this doesn't feel good on your skin, maybe it's a little dry, go ahead and throw some oil on here or some lotion so that you're not rubbing your skin dry, especially if you're about to put your shoes on. That's not gonna feel good. Rub through the toes, maybe pull them back. Good. And then the underside, putting the hands on the top of the feet, using your thumbs to rub through the arches. Rub the ball of the foot, spread out the toes, and then give the heel a little love. Take the fingers up, massaging through along the Achilles. Good. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, grabbing underneath, rolling through the top. Even if you're not a dancer, this is a wonderful way to just love on your feet at the end of a long day, or before or after you put on some shoes, some high heels. Good, and same thing on the bottom, rubbing through. It's really important, you guys. Don't overlook this part. All right, so if you have a Thera-band, we're gonna take the band, we're gonna wrap it around one foot here, and I'm gonna extend that foot straight out. And we're just gonna do a couple warm-up exercises with it, just pushing and pulling through the ball of the foot, trying to find this press through the demi-point, then find your full point, and then reverse it, find that demi, pull it back. Good, we're not moving super slow yet. Again, we're just kind of warming it up. Now I'm gonna take this in a circle. Good, rolling through the ankle and reverse it. Trying to find that full point still every time. Good, let's go the other side. There is a video on my channel where we go through these exercises a little bit slower and actually focus on them for conditioning. So feel free to check that out if you'd like to do a little bit more Thera-band work, okay? This is just getting us prepped for our bar exercises. Same thing, find that demi. Good. And take some circles. And other way. Good, and the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our toes, and then I will give you the opportunity to throw your point shoes on if you're gonna do this in point shoes, or stay barefoot, or put your flats on, whatever feels good. So we're gonna come up, and I'm gonna step forward on one foot, okay, and I'm gonna sit on my heel of the back leg, and I'm gonna rock forward, pressing into all 5 toes, making sure that they're all touching the floor, pressing that knee forward only as far as feels comfortable for you, dancers. Try not to put too much pressure. If you have a bunion, or if you know that that big toe curls in, put your spacers on before doing this so you're stretching in your proper alignment, okay? Good, and we're gonna switch other side. I always take a second to make sure that my toes are untucked and going in their nice alignment. Then take it forward. Good. If you want to do that a couple more times, go ahead. Stretch the top of the foot, the other way. All right, and now this one, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to throw out a word of caution. Please be very careful with this. This is not about crunching into the toes, okay? We're just pushing the heels up and over. So I'm gonna take my weight forward. I'm gonna go to the tops of the feet here. All the weight is in my hands right now, and I'm gonna slowly sit the hips back, rock it forward. Again, weight is in the hands here. Back and forward, and back and forward. Good, there's no weight on my toes in that moment. There's weight, but I'm not pressing all my weight into the toes, so really make sure that you're taking the weight forward into your hands, okay, dancers? All right, here we go. Grab some water, find a bar if you have one, a chair, the wall, something for support, and let's dance. So just take a nice demi-plie, lift the heels, press the earth away, and lower. Again, demi, and lift, and rise, and lower. Again, demi. Lift, rise, and lower. One more. Demi, lift, rise, and lower. Good. Pedal through the feet, really pressing the heel up and over. Good. We're going to do that same thing, working in parallel. Hands on the hips this time for a little bit more balance and stability. We're going to switch the weight, pushing down to change. I want you to work on slow and control weight transition here. Alignment of the knees over the ankles, ankles over the toes. This isn't to rush through. This is for stability and proper alignment. So take your time here. Keep going. Good. I'll turn back to the side. Again, slow and controlled. Pressing into the foot. Good. Couple more. And last one. Good. Now we're going to press over the top of the foot here. Again, make sure, dancers, that you're not pressing down into the foot this way. We're not crunching the toes, but I'm pressing the heel forward, taking the knee forward. There's not a lot of weight on my toes right now. Just stretching the top of the foot. Good, and switch other side, same thing. Pressing that knee forward, pressing the heel forward. Good. All right, in parallel, we're gonna do this in parallel and in first. I want you to find a nice demi here, then peel the toes all the way off the floor and replace toe ball heel. Okay, we're gonna do this 8 times. And 1, replace. And 2, replace. Trying to find that spring, pressing the floor away. 3, replace. 4. Good. Taking your time, returning the foot back, toe, ball, heel. Make sure you're finding that demi point. 6 and 7. Last one, 8. Good. Other side. Again, working in parallel, keeping that alignment straight. If you have a mirror in front of you, you can watch to make sure that the knee stays over the ankle, ankle stays over the toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Now same thing. Maybe give the feet a little shake if they're getting nice and warm. Circle the ankles out. Stretch if you need to. We're going to find our first position here. So bringing the feet to touch. If you have knob knees or they cross, make sure that they're just touching and not overlapping. This might mean, dancers, that you have some space between your feet and your heels. That is okay. Press the feet down into the floor. Breathe Open the toes. Wherever they go, that is your first. It's okay if it changes every day. Don't try and force your first position here. So again, pressing down into the tops of the feet, toes stay connected, open them up. Here we go, same presses, finding the demi, full point. And we have 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, other side, 1. Good. Dancers, if you're going to do this in your point shoes, you're just going to roll up to the box, okay? Still find your demi, then the box, then your demi and return. Demi, find your box, demi and return. Good. 6, 7, and 8. Good. Again, give it a little shake. In this first position, we're going to take a plie. Pull the belly in, pull the tailbone in line with the spine, lift the heels, find that forced arch, keep the knees lined up over the ankles and the toes, return, good, again lift, find the forced arch, return, 2 more, forced arch, again, last one, good, we're going to do 4 more. If you're in point shoes, you're going to go forced arch, find your box, forced arch, and return. Here we go. Forced arch, find your box, forced arch, and return. 2 more. Up, all the way over, bring it back to demi, and lower. Last one. Up, all the way, and demi, and lower. Good. Stretch it out a little. Get some more ankle circles in there. Okay, we're gonna work through some tendus. So if you are in point shoes, you're gonna go all the way over to your box when we go to our forced arch, okay? So finding that first position, pushing the heel forward, pressing into the floor, find your tendu, full point for everybody. Demi point or up and over the box, press into it, making sure again that that knee is over the toes. Now we're gonna point, full point, find the demi as you return. Good, and 2 more. And find your box or your demi, press into it. Find your full extension. Return, 1 more, forward. Press into it. Good, other foot dancers, driving through that heel, keeping lifted. Don't let there be a bend here in the hips. Pull the belly in. Pushing the heel forward, press in, point, and return. Keep the heel forward. Push, lengthen through the front of the hips. Keep that length. Close, 1 more, forward, and press, and forward, and close. Good, this time dancers, we're gonna try and maintain that demi and or staying on the top of your box. So we're gonna tendu forward. You're gonna find that press, or you might be in your point shoes and up on your toe here. What I want you to do from this position is lengthen the leg and try to keep the press in the foot. Lengthening through, good. Then find the full point and slide it back, return. Again, pushing the heel forward, press into that box or the arch. Keep it there, lengthen, get taller, find more room above the leg. Good, little point, and return. 1 more, forward. Press into it. Good, stay long, and return. Other side, tendu, and press. Keep the length, press into the ball of the foot or the top of your box, and return. Press forward with the heel, belly button drawn in. Stay with it. Good. 1 more. Push, press. Keep it there as you lengthen. Point, return. Good. Same thing to the side. Tendu. Find the press. Stay with it. Keep it long. Then point and close. Tendu. Find the press. Stay with it. and point, and close, and tendu, and press. Stay with it, and point, other side, tendu, and press. Stay long in the hips, and point, and close, tendu, and press. Stay long, and point, and close. Make sure you're not pronating or falling towards the inside of that other foot. Good. Give it a nice shake. All right, dancers, we're gonna work from first position here. We're gonna work on a little weight transfer. So again, pressing into the tops of the feet, shoot the toes open, take a demi-plie, lift the heels, press the floor away to rise, pressing all 10 toes down, draw the belly button in. Good, your choice here. You can work with arms out in first for a little bit extra challenge, or maybe one hand on your support, maybe both hands on your support, whatever you need. We're gonna gently shift the weight over to one foot. Don't let any change happen in the hips here. Full point. Good, return back to the ball of the foot or your full box. Other side, gentle shift. That foot is not touching. Good, return, gentle shift. Can you engage more with your supporting leg as you make this weight transfer, really pulling up from the back side, squeezing the inner thigh muscles. Good, a couple more here. Press the floor away. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to wiggle around. Remember, we're not seeking perfection. We're just trying to find a little bit more strength. Challenge our bodies in new ways. Last one here. And return. Good, take a nice plie. We're gonna send that right foot back. Press the heel down, stretch out the calf muscle. Lean into that left leg. Good, switch. Energy through the heel. Good. Nice job, dancers. If you need an extra second to stretch, feel free to take another moment to open up those calf muscles, especially if you're doing these exercises with your point shoes on. Number one, I'm proud of you. Number two, make sure you're getting some love and circulation in the feet. Okay, so this next one is gonna be a good calf exercise. I really wanna encourage you to push through. Yes, if you start to notice a cramp in the calf muscles, breathe deep, yes. Take a second, put some pressure on where you're feeling that pain or discomfort, but trying to navigate and learn the difference between pain and just being uncomfortable as our body is getting stronger and growing and trying new things. I don't want to encourage you to injure yourself or push past your body's abilities, but knowing that growth does come during those uncomfortable moments. So stick with me on this one, you guys, especially if you're in your point shoes. You might have some really sore calves, and that's okay. We've got ice, you've got some type of massage with your fingers or a foam roller of any kind is going to help a lot afterwards. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start with our feet in first position. I'm going to bring my left foot back, okay, or your right foot, whichever foot you want to start with, keeping a straight knee on that supporting leg, pulling up through the thigh, belly button engaged. My weight is already transferred to the center of the foot here. You can do a little bounce check to make sure that your weight is in the right place. We're gonna go up 10 times with the straight knee. Here we go. Up for 10, 9. If you're in your point shoes, make sure you're rolling through that demi and then rolling to the top of your box, trying not to hop up there. 6. Engage the glutes here, keep that turn out. 4, squeezing and rotating, pulling forward from the inner thighs. 2, and 1. Good, other side. You should feel that engagement happening here, dancers, to keep that rotation, okay? And again, on the other leg here, Check in, is your weight distributed in the right spot? Pull the belly button into the spine, shoulders down. Here we go for 10. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, give it a shake. Give it some love, stretch it out. All right, dancers, I want you to find your 5th position, okay? Pulling up, tucking that tailbone in line with the spine, closing the ribs. Plie, tendu, pique. To finding that nice susu position. Okay, we're gonna do this 4 times. Plie, tendu, up, up. Good, again. Plie, tendu, up, up. Once you're in that tendu position, keep that front leg straight. Plie, tendu, up, up. Good, one more. Plie, tendu, straight, straight. Good. See if you can stay in this susu. Especially if you're on your point shoes right now, make sure that you're all the way up over your box, that you're lengthening and pulling up, getting taller, pressing the earth away from you. There's this opposition that's happening in the body as we press down for support and we pull up and engage for length. Good, and squeezing with the inner thigh muscles here, feeling that wrap coming from behind, coming forward. Maybe checking in with your balance. Good, dancers. And recover. Here we go, other side. Tendu. Plie. Tendu. And up. Good, again. Plie. Tendu. Get your weight forward over the toes. Make sure you're not ending up back here. Really pressing forward. Plie. Tendu, and up. Good, last one. Plie, tendu, and up. Connect with your alignment. Again, pressing the floor away, pushing those heels forward. Checking in with your balance. Engaging the thigh muscles, squeeze them together. Find your breath. Relax your shoulders, smile at yourself. Good.